Hey, good morning, everyone. Morning warm up. This came up actually twice yesterday with some clients when it comes to coaching, and they said, "Hey, you know what? I thought I did everything right. I thought I stayed in good, close contact with my clients, and then they chose somebody else, and it really hurts. And what do I do?" And I totally get that. So I'm just going to lay out basically four things here to think about. So the first one is this, right? Why do people not choose us? And we can have the best process in the world, but a couple things. One, it may be outside scenarios that we don't have any control over. Maybe they have a family member that got their real estate license or something along those lines. But the other thing is this, is here's the thing I want you to think about. I want you in your mind to think about the last time that you chose not to pick somebody for whatever the service happened to be. And here's typically what happens is we don't choose people for two reasons. Number one is we don't have clarity, right? We're not clear on what their process is, or we're not clear on how they're going to help us. And number two, we have a pain or pleasure situation that's not being met by that individual, and somebody else steps in and solves it for us. And as soon as they solve it, our mind says, well, that's our choice. That's who we're going to go with. So you may do everything right in your mind, you may, but for whatever reason, their pain or pleasure point was not solved. Here's the other one. Do not assume. Don't assume you know why they didn't pick you. Don't assume anything. And here's what you have to do. You have to ask. You have to be vulnerable, and you have to say, hey, you know what? I want to apologize. It sounds like you went with a different choice, which I completely respect. But here's what I do need to know is what could I have done differently to earn your business? You need to ask that question. And many times they may be really nice and kind and say, oh, no, it wasn't you, it's just this. But you still need to ask, because it's not just the information you're going to get, but it's the way you're letting them off the hook and making them feel that, you know what, you truly do care. And then the last one is this, is I want you to remember this, is be grateful for them no matter what happens, and let them know that you respect their choice and that you wish them the best, and send them off with a great handwritten note. And the last one is this, is follow up, because here's what we know, specifically in the real estate world, 6% of real estate agents keep following up with their clients after they close a transaction. So there's a very good chance that after they're done with this person, that they may never talk to them again, in which case you're still there providing value and showing up. So those are the areas that I would think about, but don't assume, right? Make sure you're identifying and listening what's their pain and pleasure point, and you're addressing those needs. And if they don't choose you for whatever reason, sometimes it can be out of your control. If it's not out of your control, it's something you didn't do, ask what it was that you could have done differently to earn the business. And last but not least, stick with them and be grateful for them no matter what happens. Don't get tied to the outcome, get tied to the relationship. All right, everybody, hey, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody. I'll talk to you later.